那你觉得这个产品会导致那些翻译的人员失业吗？
I do think we've had some people worried about that. I think for things like in lawyer jobs and medical, you're always going to need a person to double check that translation is right for very, very important things where each little word counts. So I think in those aspects, in-person translators will always have a job, and we can't replace human to human contact. But this is definitely going to help for more immediate and just more conversational based translation.
I'm a young reporter from Future Voices. May I ask you 3 questions?
Of course.
Can you introduce yourself?
My name's Cash. I work for AR Now and iTour Translator in the Factoria Mall.
How do you feel about your life in the United States right now?
You know, at the end of the day, I do feel good here. It's a bit crazy in the world everywhere, I think, but I am happy that I'm able to live in Bellevue, Washington in the US. And yeah.
In the past few years, did your life affected by the technology innovations?
Yes, I was always more of a creative, and now I work in a very technology-oriented company, and it's changed the way that I see the world and our improvement. And AI has also improved incredibly in good ways and scary ways.
How do you think it's the future of technology innovation?
I think technology in a whole is moving incredibly fast, and AI is definitely overtaking all of it. Every year, AI is going to get more and more powerful.
Someone thinks that US is still have a holding of basic technology, but China is good at applied innovation. Do you support this opinion?
Yeah, I think I work for a company where we manufacture our augmented reality glasses from China. So I've seen the way that China's technology is now a little more hands-on, and they are improving incredibly in everything technology. So I would agree with that statement.
Have you been to China?
No, but I hope to go in the next year.
What's your figure of China?
I have good opinions on China for the most part, I believe. I think they're a very technological forward company, and they've improved incredibly in the last couple years. And I would love to actually visit, see for firsthand what China's become.
你们这些产品和其他的翻译工具都有什么不同的地方？
Yeah, so our products are augmented reality glasses, so I could just see your Chinese in my glasses, and then when I speak English, it will broadcast through the phone for you to hear back in Chinese.
你们当初为什么要决定研发这些产品呢？
Oh, yeah. So we developed the software, the translation software about 8 years ago, and then we decided to implement it into hardware about 3 years ago. Augmented reality glasses have improved tremendously in the past 3 years. So we've grown from really big, bulky glasses into these very thin and lightweight glasses.
请问你当初为什么要加入这个团队呢？
Well, I was the first to join in the U.S. company, and from the very get-go, I thought translation was a very important thing in this society. We are talking to a lot of different people every day, and the AR glasses just made it more interesting and accessible for everybody with the subtitles right in front of your eyes. So it's just so very exciting and awesome to be a part of.
你觉得你们这些产品的未来前景是什么？
I think the future is that these glasses will become more and more wearable, and that accessibility and conversation will be more and more accessible for everybody. You'll be able to talk to anybody on the planet at any time with translation software like this, and it's going to make us globally more of a put-together planet, and we all can speak to each other on a more personal level.
那么你觉得这些眼镜会不会让一些人失去学习别的国家语言的动力？
I don't think it will make them lose their ability to study. I think in a way this makes it more intriguing to learn the language because you have the accessibility to see it and converse with those people immediately in that language. And then within time, you can practice with this translation glasses to then learn by yourself. This is just a really great way to be confident when you first travel somewhere or move to a different country to really have conversations with people of that country.
那你觉得这个产品会导致那些翻译的人员失业吗？
I do think we've had some people worried about that. I think for things like and lawyer jobs and medical, you're always going to need a person to double check that translation is right for very, very important things where each little word counts. So I think in those aspects, in-person translators will always have a job, and we can't replace human to human contact. But this is definitely going to help for more immediate and just more conversational based translation.